So in this video, I didn't record myself saying anything on the camera, so I'm just going to do a voiceover. So now I have to see what I'm doing because I recorded this a few days ago. I know I was organizing my phones, from the proper grading from A, B, C, taking some from the tested pile and putting them into the correct pile, turning my podcast back on. Let's see here. So I got my defective devices all on the table, and I have to organize it by which devices we can fix and which ones we have to sell at a loss as is. The easy ones that we can fix, my fiance fixes, and also one of our partners fixes. It's going to be easy issues like, back camera glass, front crack screen. A lot of the phones, the 12 minis, for some reason have an issue with the ear speaker. It doesn't work. So luckily we know how to change those. But there is too many of them recently, so we'll change those. The microphones, sometimes that one's very rare. Let's see, the back camera, front camera, batteries are important on the older phones, which is a little annoying. We're starting to branch off into the newer phones, so hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Sometimes the power buttons, ear speaker's a big one, or also the back camera if it shakes. That's another. And these are all issues from Apple. I wonder what the story is, if they're meant to last or they want us to get new phones. So here I'm pretty much sifting through. These are all tested devices from our coworkers. So they notate in our system what the defect is, and they also notate it on the devices and separate them from the good ones. So I'll have a large pile of the broken ones, and then I have to sift through them, to see what pieces I want to buy, what parts from which company, because we have multiple suppliers for the phone parts, because some have better pricing than others, some quality is better than the other competitor. What we use is mainly Gadget Fix and Mobile Centrics. Those are really good ones. There's a bunch of other ones. Potentially in the future, though, I reached out to a few suppliers from China. They can sell parts for much cheaper. Obviously you're buying directly from the supplier, so that could potentially lower our costs. We just have to find a reliable, trustworthy Chinese supplier for that. That is also a plan for the future, because it's going to take a little bit of time having to test, each supplier, because there's so many different suppliers, and you always want to test their qualities. You can't just pick one supplier and then just stick with them, because they'll sometimes, not all the time, they'll start sending lower quality for the same exact prices that you were purchasing already. So it takes some time to do that, but it's worth it in the end. Here I'm checking this phone. I think it's a 13 Pro or a 12 Pro. It's a really annoying issue, and it's obviously from factory or from customers who drop it a lot. See how I'm tapping the phone? I tap it because the back camera buzzes when you use it, and it makes the camera blurry. You can't sell it like that. So I either have to fix the camera, or sometimes in rare cases, I would say 5 to 10% chance that just tapping a little bit, it can fix that, and then it'll work. But most of the time it doesn't. But it's worth a shot, So now I finally finished for the units that we had, because usually I'll let it accumulate to a lot. I think this time there was only 30 or 40 units that I had to sift through. Check which ones we can fix, which ones we can't. So I'm finished now, cleaning up some of the trays, because sometimes they get dirty and dusty, and I definitely don't want that getting onto the phones. That one had pen paint leak through it. I think it was a Sharpie or something, and it didn't get on the phones, but I saw it. I had to clean it. So now that those phones were good, I usually let them accumulate to 60 to 80 units. so I can order all the parts at once, get them overnight shipped right away instead of buying 10, 15 parts each time we get defective phones. It's just better that way for us. Otherwise, it's just too many shipments. We got to pay shipping costs and whatnot. So now, what am I doing? I started organizing the phones because there was a lot of units that come in from the coworkers. They test them, grade them, and whatnot. So usually I don't organize them, but while I was gone traveling, I was traveling a lot. So our shelf got a little unorganized. So I'm just organizing all our grades, models, conditions. Also very important, actually. While I'm doing that, you can see I have the computer on the shelf. I also have to make sure that all the inventory numbers are correct. Everything is listed and correct. Because sometimes we'll have, a lot of times, actually, unfortunately, it happens. I try to avoid it, but, sometimes it happens. I'll have a lot of devices that are in stock, but they're not marked in stock on our websites, on eBay and whatnot. Our customers can't see it. So then it literally is just inventory sitting, which, is never a good thing. It's just money sitting, So yeah, I'll go back to the main computer and check if I always get some random brainstorm or some idea, and I definitely can't hold the intrusive thoughts, and I'll just go onto the computer and, whatever idea I had, I have to do it right away. Not always it's like that, but if it's something that I think is urgent, then I'll do it, like checking emails or whatnot. So now we got some phones on the shelf. Probably that model. I don't remember if it was 12 Pros or 12 Minis. We had a bunch of them, so I had to organize it by A, B, C. And then I like to leave them organized by color as well. It's just easier for the shipping team to get that shipped out faster. And then, yeah, I'm on the computer just sifting through, making sure everything's good. All our quantities are updated. Putting some phones in. It's funny to see me moving like that. Yeah, I took off the jacket. It was too hot in there, especially after you're moving so much. Yep, just sifting through. So usually I try to avoid doing this. I like to limit my time with not tedious tasks, but stuff that other people can do more efficient than me. I like to let them do it because I need other things to do. I need to procure more clients, find better deals, find more suppliers, contact more stores. But I'm just doing this for fun. Sometimes it's good to relax. I don't want to just always do intense work. And yeah, just moving phones. I don't know how many phones I organized. There was a good amount though. And then if you can see on the shelf, I have two boxes. On the left shelf, the second to the top. How do I say it? Like the bottom from the top. There's two boxes there. Those two trays are defective units, and the boxes in there are all phone parts that they're gonna all be fixed. There's probably 80 phones there, and then all the phone parts are next to it. Waiting for our technician to get ready to fix it, because right now they're working on other phones. But once those are done, they'll go and take those phones and then fix them. Sadly, it does definitely cost a lot of money. I mean, that box there is probably like $600-700 on an expense. I'd rather not have if I didn't have. If there was a way not to have it, but it's part of business. I love it every single day. Obviously, there's days where it's really annoying, but it's definitely something I look forward to every single day. Even though there's a lot of stress involved, I wake up and look forward to it every day. Yep, so now I'm finishing up. Those little pieces of paper go in front of the trays so I can put the device, like which iPhone model it is, what gigabyte it is, and what grade, whether it be A, B, or C. For those that don't know, A grade is like really great. It might have like one or two dings, some tiny scratches. B is gonna have more scratches and some dings, but nowhere near. It's still considered very good. And then C grade, which is our probably lowest seller, is a lot of scratches, a lot of dings. Which, fun fact, my phone is C grade and I don't mind it at all. I bought it cheap, so I use it. I don't have to worry about scratches, but a lot of our customers do not like C grades. And we finish off with some tennis. I just threw a couple videos of swings. I didn't film this for YouTube. I want to practice my swing way better. I know it's ass. But I've only been playing for, let me see, like 6 months. It's really fun. My girlfriend and I have been playing at least twice a week. I try to learn as much as I can, but, you know, it's one of those things you got to really practice, and we don't have a trainer. So I'll just film myself how I play and then watch YouTube trainers how they tell you to swing, and then I try to emulate it. It's worked so far, but obviously there's a lot of room for improvement. I mean, you know, I'm super beginner still, but what's important for me is I enjoy every second of it. I sweat, I get my cardio in, and then we either go to the gym after or before. Get a quick 45. Yeah, I got a phone call as soon as I was saying. We usually will go train at the gym 45 minutes before or after, and then play tennis, get some cardio in, maybe an hour, 2 to 3 times a week. Also, I noticed my voice is super monotone, but that's just because I'm recording, you know, just voice. So in the future, I'm definitely going to make sure to fix the monotoneness. But, you know, as I'm recording with just the microphone, it's kind of boring. So on camera, I'll definitely not be as monotone. But thanks for watching. Enjoy.